Making good products, it's no longer enough. Serving them efficiently is no longer enough. It's how we make people feel that matters most of all. Because I believe we are on the precipice of becoming a hospitality economy. Whether you're in real estate or retail or construction or finance or insurance or computer services, you do the same thing for a living that I do. You're in the business of serving other people. And if you start to look closely enough, you will find opportunities for unreasonable hospitality to give people more than they could ever possibly expect all around you. For nearly a decade, I owned and operated a restaurant called 11 Madison Park. By the time I sold it at the beginning of 2020, it had been named the #1 restaurant in the world. Our kitchen served unbelievably delicious and incredibly innovative food. Our service was so gracious and as close to technically perfect as possible. But see, in restaurants, the food, the service, the design, they're simply ingredients in the recipe of human connection. And I realized if we could be unreasonable in our pursuit of that, we could give people the kind of experiences they would remember forever. And we got started right away, every night finding a few really cool experiences to deliver to our guests. A guest warned us in advance that his dad was more of a Budweiser steak and potatoes kind of guy than Sauterne and foie gras. So the Dreamweavers turned our fancy champagne cart into a Budweiser cart. Or a family of 4 from Spain was in the restaurant. They were in New York on vacation. It had started snowing, and it was the first time they'd ever seen real snow. When they left the restaurant, there was a chauffeur-driven SUV waiting to take them to Central Park for the most special nightcap, a few hours of play in the freshly fallen snow. Unreasonable hospitality is not just for fancy restaurants. I get it, some of the gestures I just described were quite extravagant, but it does not take a big budget to start infusing this into your culture, because remember, it's not the cost of the gesture that matters, it's how it makes people feel. Imagine if the person that checked you into the dentist's office started thinking like this. Imagine if the person that sold you your next car started thinking like this. Or better yet, imagine if everyone on your entire team started thinking like this. Give people that sense of belonging. Give them a memory that can last a lifetime. It will transform your business. Unreasonable hospitality helped my restaurant accomplish every single one of our goals. And it turned the people I worked with from a collection of individuals into a trusting team, unlocking a collective creativity and capacity we had never experienced before. So the next time you find yourself pursuing a relationship with someone you work with, or someone you serve, I'm just here to encourage you to try being a little bit more unreasonable.